Well, when you're coming to Branson, you have to go to Silver Dollar City. To tell us all about the fun is Brandei Clifton. Brandei, it is good to see you here with Bot Radio Network, and it's always good to be in Branson. I love it.
Oh, I love it. And the city, man, this time of year, the flowers are blooming in the Ozarks. You know, spring is here, summer's coming. It's beautiful.
Hey, I saw a video recently. Matter of fact, I reposted it of you in the cave, Marble Cave.
Yes.
And talking about people forget about the cave.
People forget. And what a story that is, right? That we all started, our park started with that hole in the ground. You know, the Hershon family came from the Chicago area and decided, let's move and rent this cave for tours, and got folks down there. And Hugo, the patriarch of the family, passed away, and Mary said, as a single mom, I'm going to make this work and keep his dream alive. And so started giving those cave tours, built Silver Dollar City Town Square as something to do for folks while they were waiting their turn for the cave. Yes. And then that became the attraction. And here we are, Byron, 65 seasons.
Salute to single moms.
That's
because
right.
My mom was a single mom.
She was. And so what she did is she said, we can really pick up visitor numbers. They don't want to walk out of the cave, all those stairs. So she went to the bank and said, I need to build a cable car to take visitors out of the cave. Take a chance on me. Give me a loan to make this happen. The banker saw something in her, gave her that loan, and now we can't imagine walking out of Marvel Cave without that cable car to give you a lift.
Goodness. Well, all of these years later, as you mentioned, 65 and celebration, being recognized as the number one theme park in America by USA Today. And this is like
the third year in a
row.
That's the third year in a row. And that's those powerhouse parks we're up against.
Well, so what sets us apart?
It's something about it. And it's one of those things, Byron, you can't put your finger on, but when you come to Silver Dollar City, you can feel it, even though you can't explain what it is. I think a lot of it is the people. I mean, that's the hill I will die on, is how magical our people are out there. It's nature. You're in a theme park, but there's trees and there's critters and there's squirrels eating funnel cakes out of the trash. Like, you're just immersed in the Ozarks, in real hills and hollers, in this weird little 1880s village where just hospitality reigns.
It's incredible because, you can be riding this thrill roller coaster, or you can sit and watch a glass blower.
That's right. And, we're home of America's craftsmanship. Where else can you go to see blacksmith, pounding on the anvil or blowing the glass or making the pottery? And so we understand that not everybody loves the thrilling coasters, but for them, there's world-class entertainment, from the Saloon Show to the Rivertown Ramblers. We've got lots of great entertainment coming in the spring. Rhonda Vincent, the Queen of Bluegrass, will be there in Christmas with her very own show. So just lots of great entertainment and lots of great food and things to do outside of those coasters.
Well, and throughout the year, and summer is no exception, you guys also like to have these festivals.
That's right.
That you do. We just came off the heels of the Barbecue and Bluegrass Festival. What kind of festival do you have in the summertime?
So we have Summer Celebration coming up, and this is just what would a simple summer look like in the 1880s, right? You don't have your cell phone and your video games out. You're just spending time with the family on playing checkers and drinking lemonade. So that's the feel we're going for. We have a brand new Wild West stunt show that will be there this summer. Our fireworks spectacular will now include a drone show. And
really?
I didn't know what that was, but it's blowing my mind. Hundreds of these little computer-operated drones that make beautiful pictures in the sky. It'll have Grandpa in his rocking chair and our big log and axe sign. So that will be during the late summer when the nights get longer. That drone show will be happening. So we're always trying to add one or two new things a year. This year we've got 10 or more. So we really want to make sure families get the most for their investment.
So, Brandei, how do you stay on top of this innovative process? These new attractions with excellence and the excitement that Silver Dollar City puts into everything they do.
So we're always listening to our folks. We're always asking our guests when they leave us, what did you love? What can we do better? And I appreciate that so much because we understand that pass holders, whether you're here multiple times a year or for one day, like you could go anywhere on vacation. Yeah. We live in a beautiful country, but you choose to spend your time and your hard-earned dollars at Silver Dollar City. So the owners of the park and all of our citizens, that's what we call our employees, are really intentional about listening to the guests. How can we be better? What would you like to see? And as long as we can figure out a way to take their ideas and make it fit our brand, which, like I said, is an 1880s mining town, we're going to go for it. We've got to stay fresh because we want folks to have that tradition of keep coming back to us.
Oh, I love that. So what shows or performances might be of particular interest to our Bot Radio Network listeners who are making plans to come to Branson this summer?
So later in August, we will have our Southern Gospel Picnic. And this is just It's almost, one of our guests said, Brandei, it's like a bucket list of Southern gospel music.
Is it 12 days?
It's 12 days of just hands clapping and toes tapping, the best in Southern gospel music on all of our venues. And, summer in the Ozarks gets hot, but we have a lot of our music venues are in climate control, nice cold AC. We have a big cooling barn. So if you get a little warm listening to some music, you can go in there and hear the music piped into you. And you can go to that cave at 60 degrees year round. And so we really are thoughtful to keep the park cool and comfortable for folks as they hear the best in Southern gospel.
And also the Showboat Branson Bell is part of that.
That's right. This is our 30th season of the Showboat Branson Bell, and that includes some great gospel music and a little bit of country and a little bit of rock and roll and a great meal and a cruise of Table Rock Lake.
There's nothing like that experience, too. So what about special packages or promotions that would be available this summer?
That's right. We're so excited. This summer, we are offering folks 2 days for the price of one. And so that breaks down to $50 a day for everything at Silver Dollar City. That includes everything but your food, all of the rides and attractions, all of the shows and entertainment. And so 2 days for the price of one, that's amazing. But we always say a season pass, Byron, if you come to the park twice in the entire calendar year, that pays for that pass. And so you can break that pass up into affordable payments and use that pass as you're paying on it.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend back in Memphis, and they said, we buy the pass because we know we're going to be there at least twice, if not more. And so we really save money that way.
Absolutely.
And so I would encourage our friends to check that out. If you're looking for that incredible place to spend your family vacation, you can come back time and time again. Branson's the place. Silver Dollar City is that thrill and gathering place to make those memories with your family. And so the pass definitely would be worth it. Let's talk about some memorable stories or experiences that highlight your park's commitment to family values.
So family values, this goes back to when I was a kid in Kansas. I grew up in the cornfields of Kansas. Branson, my mom and dad didn't have a lot of money. They always found a way to get us that season pass. And so 4 or 5 times a year we would come to Branson. And so I can remember back being 4 as my earliest memories. And just when I stepped onto the park, Aunt June, she was making the candy in Brown's Candy Factory. She's still there, 58 seasons now. Terry Wayne Sanders is one of our street characters. And he has this photographic memory. And he would say, the Harris family from Kansas. And as a child, you're like, this guy remembers me, like how special that makes you feel.
Yes.
And so growing up now, a lot of those people I looked up to, those were my friends when I was on vacation, and they're still at the city. And so they're so intentional about families making sure that they have that time together. They're making every single person feel valued when they walk in the door. Where else in America can you go to a theme park and have church service on Sunday morning? Every Sunday at the Wilderness Church, we have a special service for our employees and another one for our guests. And that's just like in the fabric of who we are is that foundation of faith, and we're unapologetic about it. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
You like us or love us, but it is who we are. And 65 seasons, I think it's working out for us. Okay, we're going to hang in there with that.
I think something's working out there, Brandei. Those families may be coming to Branson for the first time, coming to Silver Dollar City for the first time. Give us some tips that you think would be good to make their experience just an incredible.
Absolutely. So Silver Dollar City, one thing you need to know is it was built for the purpose to get you lost out there. They're not in squares with well-marked streets. We want you to go just get lost in our hills and hollers and meander around all day. So I always tell folks to download the Silver Dollar City app. It's a free download. You can look on there at ride wait times. You can have a GPS on there and say, I really want to get to this Rivertown Ramblers show. How do I get there? Click on it. It'll walk you through the park. So just kind of take a look and kind of plan out your day. You don't have to have everything down to like fast passes or anything like that, but get a good idea of what you all want to do, because when the park was built, there weren't roller coasters in the 1880s. And so they're purposely out of your sight. So if you get there and you're like, well, where are the roller coasters? They're purposely tucked away in the hills and in the woods so you can't see them. So get on that app and get to know your map and just be ready for just an amazing day.
Yes. Now, you're a mom.
I am.
And you got to take care of those kiddos.
That's right.
So moms are concerned too, when they're looking at the summertime, that their kids are having not only fun, but also educational value to their summertime.
So something so fun about the educational component, we just wrote a story about this at the park this week, is our historic one-room schoolhouse. Miss Emily Clark plays the role of Miss Evelyn, the school marm. It's an authentic 1880s schoolhouse where kids can go in and have school. They get to sit at the old-fashioned creaky desks. Miss Evelyn is doing arithmetic lessons. The kids, she will do whatever the kids want to do. They want to have a spelling bee. She's going to have a spelling spelling bee. They make these old 1880s crafts together.
Right.
So that historic homestead and the history there is a lesson in itself. And it's right when you walk into the park. So get the educational stuff out of the way and then just go have some fun.
I know we've talked about this time and time again. Every time we talk about Silver Dollar City, what is it that the Hershen family and the team at Silver Dollar City wants your guest to take home with them?
So our mission is to create memories worth repeating. And I think that's very powerful. That's been our mantra for many, many years. Like I said, this is our 65th season. We want you to get on that tram ride on the way out of the park and say, we got to do that again. Yeah. Like, it's really cool, Byron, to walk around the park and teenagers don't have their phones out. As much as they might, somewhere else. It's just like you really are immersed in that family time and you're looking around. And like I said, where can you go? We're like, you're teaching kids about blacksmith and what is he doing with that? He's blowing glass. And so just everywhere, every nook and cranny, there's something to see and hear and do and taste. And so when you get on that, I always remember how sad the tram ride was out of there because you just had the best day ever. Now it's time to go back to the car. So when you get on that tram ride, we hope that you will say, that's a memory we want to repeat again. Yeah. Come back to us.
And they are definitely some experiences, friend, memories that you want to make when you come to Silver Dollar City. This has been so good. So we want to get our tickets in advance, those season passes we were talking about. Mm-hmm. What's the best thing to do?
SilverDollarCity.com is going to have everything you need. You can get your single day ticket there, a 3-day pass, or look into that season pass. And you can also make sure to check for special offers because throughout the summer we will have discounts for teachers and discounts for nurses and military. So always check on those special offers page.
So wonderful, Brandei. It's always good to see you.
So grateful for you.
Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful summer.
You too. And I hope to see you at the city.